Brad's Mr. Tass 3D print shop saw the video that cross-meta Gunstock that we tried that was all flexible and awful and said, hey, I think I've got something better for you, and I think I've got a lot of other cool 3D printed accessories that you should check out too. Let's open this box. Always have that small, sharp unboxing knife whenever you're gonna open up a box. You don't wanna hurt anybody else or yourself. Let's see what we got here. We've got a 3D printed rod with a magnet. We have got a keychain with little Quest 2 controllers. That is absolutely adorable. It's got the grip button, it's got the trigger. That's super cute. Oh, it almost even has the top buttons. Oh, now I saw this in the picture. This is what I was most excited about. A Beat Saber keychain, little Beat Saber notes hanging down. Now that is just super cool right there. That is awesome. We got another part of a Gunstock. We have got the shorty stock. I've talked in other videos about how I think maybe I just may not be a perfect Gunstock person. Maybe I'm just one of the people who wants those short stabilizers. We got some stabilizing action there. I don't actually know. This might be part of the stock. So I'm just gonna get everything out here and take a look. Guessing that's another part. So much 3D printed. Looks nicer than a lot of the 3D printed stuff we get. It doesn't have the hairs, it does have the lines, but I don't see a lot of the 3D printed hair that's normally hanging off of them. We've got everything out of the box, and I need to figure out how to assemble all this real quick, so I will be right back. These are different accessories for different games, but what Mr. Tass is trying to do is trying to make the most modular system that you can use for a whole different wide array of games, but still use the same magnetic system for everything. So for example, let me install my controllers here real quick. You can go from having a short rifle style stock like this. This is actually something I've been interested in for a while because I find that third point on the shoulder, I'm just not finding a gun stock that works exactly the way I'm wanting it to. So this keeps it simpler. You've got something like this. Then you can just turn these and you can switch to playing a game like Dash Dash World where you're supposed to hold a steering wheel. It gives you a lot more stability. You can pull these off and switch over to the pistol stock here. That is meant if you're holding a pistol in a game and you're supposed to stabilize it with two hands, you can snap one on here. You can hook them on here for if you're dual wielding pistols and you want to be able to keep them more accurately aimed at the same target. Then you can go back to having it this way so that if you're in a game where you also switch back and forth between pistols, you can unlock one gun and switch to your pistol grip style and then switch back. This is something that's gonna take a lot of muscle memory. So if you were gonna get all this, you would really need to be someone who's going to invest the time in learning how you're gonna unsnap one hand and then find that while you're not able to see what you're doing. So it's an interesting style that he's made that has really given you the ability to use the different parts in conjunction with each other. You take this one off and then you switch to a few rounds of walkabout mini golf. So you're playing mini golf, you're holding your golf stick with your golf club with two hands. Tons of different modular accessories here that all work together with the same magnet design. Something that he recommended once you have it and you know which your offhand is, he said you might want to put one layer of tape on your offhand. So I'd put it on my left hand. So that way when it comes reloading time, if I'm playing Pavlov or something, your left hand's your reloading hand. When you go to break hands, your offhand should break easier than your right hand might. Kind of depends on what way I grab it right now, but if I were to add one layer of tape, it would still hold, but then it'd be easy, grab my mag, put it in, snap it back, and then get back to shooting. So I'm very curious to test all this out, take it into testing and look at it. There's a couple other random ones here. This is the head of a guitar. So this is made for, oh man, what is that game called? Basically Rock Band, but you use hand tracking. So this one is meant to simulate the head of the guitar. It'll still let you actually have your hand tracking in a pick. That's what this is meant for. So kind of a random idea, but I could see where it would add a lot to that game because you're typically feeling like you're playing an air guitar when you play the game because it's using hand tracking and you're just like holding it and playing your chords. So it gives you some tactile feel to hold on to. This is basically just a solid design of this in case you want to keep this separate and just use this for your golf games. Lanyard's got different purposes. Mentioned you could actually hook this to the controllers to give you the feel of pulling a bow. I don't know that anyone's gonna do that. I feel like that would get in the way, but that was just thrown in the kit to check it out. And then there's a few other short stocks here. So like this one, this is where some people who use a short stock, they recommend something like this where you just like put them together. You don't have a magnet that you need to snap it to. You just find it with your hand to stabilize both hands. And then that's how you use, especially in games like Population 1. People recommend something like this if you're gonna try a gun stock. And then of course, this is just the solid version of that that doesn't have the magnet. So a lot of interesting accessories here to test out. We're gonna have to take them over, test them out for different games. We're gonna test each one out separately in a separate video so that you get to see how they work. So we'll use the ones like this for Population 1. We'll check out Walkabout Mini Golf, because I've been wanting to play that personally forever. We'll check it out with these different ones. So watch out for all those different videos coming on the channel for every single one of this. And thank you again, Mr. Tass, for sending this to us. I'm excited to play around with them, but more than anything, I'm excited about this. I'm excited about this. It's the little things with 3D printers in me, apparently, that when I saw these were gonna come in the kit, I was so excited. So thank you, Mr. Tass. Thank you for being here for the video, and watch out. We'll have videos coming recommending or not recommending each of these based on their respective games. We will see you in another reality.